your arm. That's only useful if you're not cheating, because we can afford to not have a set amount of dreams because we got the value locked in. Get the weapon pre-igniter, which when you got weapons ready before you jump, it makes them ready when you need them. And the shield recovery. So I just got done with my first edit, but ran into a problem where I didn't get all the right equipment that I needed, because like I said, this game is based on chance, and it's a flip of a coin if you're on to even beat it, even with modifications and cheats and whatnot. So it's a restart, and I didn't modify the stuff yet. This fuel is from the previous modification, and I gotta redo the missiles, drones, and the cache. So do that right now, and let's see if we can get the missiles. The first thing you want to do before you start fighting is make sure the auto fire is on. Pause it and aim all your stuff at the right areas. What I try to do is aim at the actual shields, and then if I can get like a teleportation bomb or something like that, go for the actual weapons, because once the shields and weapons are out, and especially once the weapons are out, these things no good. And try to aim for the drones too once in a while. So I'm gonna let this play out. And what I'm doing here with moving these guys around is this is a human. These two are I forgot what species they are, but their species is good to repair things. Humans have no attributes, so he's pretty much good enough for piloting the ship. One thing you got to watch out for when you're fighting is the hull and the shields. To take out a fire, simply open the door by right-clicking it and try to exhaust the fire out if it's too much for you to handle. And I'm going to pause it and try to modify my missiles. Alright, as you see, I was able to modify the cache. And let's move to the next area. Hopefully I can find a store. Take out the shields and let the drone do its job. And since the fire split out, what I want to do is open all doors and it puts oxygen back in it. I don't know if you noticed it or not, but each wall is black if it has normal oxygen. If the wall does not have normal amount of oxygen, then it will turn orange. And that means that if your guy goes in there, he'll die. Droids, though, they don't die or anything from lack of oxygen. And I'll get into that later. Alright, and I'll pause it and I'll be right back. Alright, I gotta either go to the store or fight one more person, because I got 152 locations and that's not good enough. So I might as well go through this. Your characters are listed here. Their skill level and whatnot. The absolute first thing I do when I first start a game is put a human here if all possible, or any species really. Repair a species that's good with repairs on the actual devices, and that'll be the engines, shields, missiles, and I'll be right back to see if this will work on the modifications. I got down to 6 locations, so luckily there's a store right there, so I should be able to get down to 4, or I'm at 2, and I'll be right back. Alright, I got it working, and now I'm gonna equip my ship. Just buy everything. These are droids. This system repair droid and this other droid stays inside the ship. Basically, this one repairs things as the description says, but this one kicks people out, intruders out. I find it's iffy at best, but the system repair is pretty good. I try to let them spawn. That way they don't spawn while enemies are around, but as you saw, the intruder one doesn't want to spawn. Alright, let's head off to the next door. Yep, both of these things. This and this. And now the new stuff down here is shield, engine, oxygen, the med bay, and on normal ships you actually have to have the people in the med bay for them to get healed up. The transportation system, the cloak system, weapons and drones. This is steering, radar, which is seeing the other people's ships, doors. And what I was saying about here is, if you get whomever the characters are to stay in their areas during the entire journey, they will level up and master the areas and benefit you over a long period of time. To take care of this right now, just close up those doors, and you see how this is orange. Now it's black. That's what I was talking about. Let's look at equipment real quick. And now you can maximize your shields. Now the things that I'm looking for is and it's very important, is a hull droid, which basically it fixes your hull. Without your hull being fixed, you die, and I might as well fix it this now, and you gotta restart the game. So that's very important, and that's the reason why I had to restart this entire thing. The other two things is a transport bomb. It's a S-bomb and a fire bomb. A S-bomb just shuts off the systems and hurts people. The F-bomb or the fire bomb is, it actually causes fire in the air. It doesn't do anything short term, but it does a long term damage because fire spreads. If you get in an area, and I found in the steering area, or the, I'm not really sure what you want to call that, but if you aim in these areas, I found that the enemy pays attention to those areas less, and you can allow the fire to spread to uncontrollable. So now I got that done, gonna go to the next sector. And you can actually get rewarded if you do this. I already got the reward, so it won't show on mine. This is one of the rewards. Sometimes when you go to these areas without ships, and I skipped over that, these triangles are ships. Sometimes when you go in these areas without ships, you can pick up people and pick up some cool items. And let me go to the next sector.